30 days ago, I did a thing. I don't know what's up with my mood today, but I'm very happy. Maybe it's all the sugar and carbohydrates. It has to be. It totally has to be. Because I have not had any coffee today. I'm feeling good, guys. And it's been 30 days. I did a thing. Did you hear the little meow at the end of that? Sorry, it's the small things in life that just amuse me. And if my eyes look like they're tired and red and bloodshot, it's not from the sugar, guys. I picked up conjunctivitis. Probably from my ambulance. I'm a medic. Things happen. Yeah, so I have red bloodshot eyes from the pink eye. If you're a perimenopausal woman, you'll kind of understand where I'm coming from. It kind of gets harder to lose weight as you get older. I used to have a really good metabolism. I used to be able to like drop weight just like that. Granted, those were probably crash diets, now that I think of it. Not healthy, not good for your metabolism. But 30 days ago, I decided to try something completely different because I don't know if you feel the same way, but I'm tired of the crash diets. I'm tired of calorie restricting. God, I hate calorie restricting because I really like to eat. In my previous life, I have been vegan. I was vegan for several years, like a long time. And even though I was vegan, I was still eating processed foods. And I also got into the calorie counting, a little bit orthorexic, which then led me into like fasting, and I just felt like I could just never be happy with myself. Like there was always something else I needed to do. I'm starting to realize that the calorie crashing, the calorie counting led to the crashes and binges and just this weird cycle. Even though I was still a vegan, it led me into a cycle of kind of calorie restricting, binging, maybe some intermittent fasting, some other kinds of fasting, until I finally just crashed out and was like, you know what, I'm gonna try something totally different. And that totally different thing was going on like just total opposite end and going into like a carnivore diet. Okay, because let's be honest, the carnivore diet is like everywhere you turn. It's like, hey, eat more fat, eat more protein. Carnivore this, carnivore that, eat like a house cat, eat like a house cat, eat like this guy, and you'll get healthy, right? I am told I need to eat like a house cat in order to get healthy. So I ate like a house cat. It was weird. Oh my gosh, you're biting me. When I started to eat like a house cat, I noticed increase in my depression, my anxiety. I felt like I had a bowling ball all the time in my stomach. I just felt heavy and sluggish. And I used to be very athletic. I used to like go on walks and go on jogs and bike ride, and just, I haven't been doing that. Yeah, 30 days ago, back to that. 30 days ago, I was also in the hypertensive category, and my fasting blood sugar, got cat hair in my mouth, my fasting blood sugar was consistently in a type 2 diabetic category, which is very concerning. Hypertension and type 2 diabetes runs in my family on my mom's side, and they're all overweight. So yeah, here I am in my early 40s and life's starting to catch up to me. So I decided, you know what, I need to do something different. Now, that's when it all changed. I went from eating tons of fat and protein to basically cutting all of that out and to eating high carbohydrates, unlimited calories, and I have loved every minute of it. Okay, so what happened to me in just 30 days of doing that? Well, for starters, my fasting blood sugar, which used to be easily in the 140s, like 140 to 148, that was a fasting normal blood sugar for me. It has now dropped down to about 110 to 107, that range. I feel like it could probably be better in time. I personally, this is just me personally, I feel like a fasting blood sugar that's truly healthy should be like 90 to 100. That's just me. That's just my EMS opinion. Just say it. But for that to have changed, like, and that was in the first week, like the first week, my blood sugar went from type 2 diabetic range to normal. So yay, first 30 days. Also, in the first 30 days, my blood pressure went from hypertensive, being in the 145, 148 over 86, something like that, 86 to 90, to being about trying to remember now, 130 over 82, which is a huge difference. Like, that's almost normal range. Again, my personal opinion, I'm not a doctor, but my personal opinion is that the 120 over 80, that's great. For an athletic person, even 110 over 80 would be fine too. So we'll see what happens after another 30 days, because I'm totally doing this for another 30 days because I love it. Oh yeah, there's the whole scale thing. So I mentioned on day 1 of this that I was not going to be obsessed with the scale, like this cat is obsessed with me, but I just want to, because again, I came from an orthorexic place to where I was on the scale every day, like it mentally was not healthy. But through this, I still want to track out of curiosity, not out of insanity, but more so out of curiosity, just what's happening. Also, I want to know if I've gained weight, just because I'm curious, because let's be real, I'm eating so many carbs, and apparently according to society, carbs make you fat. So if they do, I want to know. The first 2 weeks, I lost about 4 pounds. I still am kind of sitting at a 4-pound weight loss, which, like, I had no expectations, so great. I seriously ate as much as I wanted. I ate as much table sugar as I wanted, as many carbs as I wanted, and I still lost 4 pounds. Go figure. So while 4 pounds doesn't seem like a lot, I'm going to put a photo of day 1 versus the photo I took this morning. And while 4 pounds isn't a huge difference, there is a noticeable difference in my side profile. I don't feel bloated. You know, was that 4 pounds water weight? Was it fecal matter? I don't know. It probably wasn't fat, but I definitely feel slimmer. And so you can see a little bit of a difference. Here's the photo. And I would like totally talk or do something fancy with music. I don't know how to do that, but yeah. Here you go. While previously on a very high meat diet, almost carnivore, not quite carnivore, but almost carnivore, while being on a high meat diet, I definitely had to depend on some coffee. Like, if I didn't have coffee in the morning, if I didn't have coffee mid-morning, and then if I didn't have coffee again at like 2 o'clock, I just didn't feel like I could get through the day. There was no energy there, no energy for nothing. So I have gone from about 5 cups a day to literally a cup and a half a day. And I say a cup and a half because I'm now drinking about 2 cups, but it's half calf. So, I mean, girl math. My girl math says that that's about a cup and a half of regular cups of coffee a day. So my goal is to just eventually let that habit slide. What I'll probably do in the next 30 days is go to like a decaf. I truly like getting up and having the ritual of something to drink in the morning that's kind of warm and soothing. I can do that with decaf, right? And get off of the caffeine that I have been drinking. But I have noticed that upping my carbs and my sugar intake, I have a lot of energy. If you haven't noticed, I have energy. I have a lot of energy, and I don't feel like I need coffee for energy to get me through the day. There was a day that I had such a horrible headache because I pretty much cut my caffeine right away pretty fast, and I had a headache for like 3 days. It was not fun, but yeah, that's been a big change. Besides my vitals getting into a better range, I've almost cut my coffee out, and I haven't really missed it. What else? often you hear about people saying they did this diet and in a month they lost 30 pounds or, 15 pounds or whatever. This isn't a crash diet. This isn't a, like a rebound diet where we're just going to shed a ton of weight. And so I genuinely feel like, and this could be true, but I feel like my metabolism was so wrecked from years of like binge eating, restricting, and then just eating meat, which totally messed up my system. So now that I'm trying to get back on track, I would like to lose 30 pounds, maybe 25, I don't know, 25 to 30 pounds. I would like to lose that. But that's not gonna happen. If I want to do it correctly, it's just not gonna happen in a month. I mean, this isn't a crash diet because I want this to be sustainable for the rest of my life. So no crash diet here. But I still lost 4 pounds, guys, eating all the carbs I wanted to. That's crazy. It's crazy. I like it. So yeah, we live in a microwave society. And by that I mean, we expect to like eat a different way or eat healthy for a week and expect to be down. Like, people just think they need to eat a salad for a week and all of a sudden they'll be healthy. I have years of damage done to my body just from eating so unhealthily. This last year, I ate nothing but meat and fat and protein and cholesterol, and it's just going to take a hot minute for my body to resituate. So I'm happy with the 30-day results. We're going to do another 30 days, see what happens. Stay tuned. And if this is in the future, go ahead and watch the next video because, I've already made it and it's the future. So till then.